So, just as Nicole stated, we're here to, the negative side is just to oppose the adoption of the Utah concealed carry policy for all states in the country. Just to repeat what it stated, that, that teachers, in order to obtain your permit, you do have to go through some training, and teachers have to volunteer themselves to go through the process. However, according to the source I found in an article called Armed Campuses, how much training is required to obtain a permit? According to laws concerning carrying concealed firearms on Utah's campuses, a one-time 4-hour sit-down class in gun safety. And then applicants are not required to do any range training or live fire exercises. Therefore, we just wanted to state that although they do have to go through some training, sometimes these trainings aren't very crucial or like time-consuming. It's something that you can just walk in and sit for a 5-hour class, or sometimes they don't even go outside and do they don't do any training outside. They just put scenarios, and it's like reading from a textbook. You're not really doing it, and using a gun. And then for my first claim, this leads to my first claim, the process of obtaining a permit. According to an article, Utah teachers are allowed to carry concealed guns. Parents not allowed to find out who's carrying the guns in the daily COG. The Utah Shooting Sports Council offered a free concealed weapons class structure specifically for teachers and other workers within schools. The class involved discussion, demonstrations in scenarios on campus. After the instruction, participants could pay a fee of $49 and submit an application for a concealed carry permit to the Department of Public Safety. Therefore, again, this just makes the point a little bit more stronger that, yeah, although teachers are allowed and they do have to go through a process, and sometimes they do go through a background check, the process or the application process isn't as, I guess anyone can walk up and pretty much take this test. It's not, it doesn't take more time, and we feel like maybe for teachers, they should have a little bit more resources or time hands-on. And then according to another article, Utah teachers are not allowed, the state office has indicated that frankly, under the interpretation of the law, we can't ask who carries the concealed carry arms on campuses. Stated hoarsely, the State of Office of Education confirmed districts are not allowed to ask teachers whether they have a concealed weapons permit and whether they're carrying a weapon. Again, parents and students can either feel unsafe or they just don't know who's carrying a gun, and can come to shock to them sometimes if they see it. And then again, parents are not allowed to ask the teachers or the district. And then this leads to our second claim. Humans make mistakes, and therefore teachers can fire guns unintentionally. According to one of our sources from Idaho State University, teachers from CBS News, they say an Idaho State University instructor was wounded in the foot after a concealed handgun in the person's pocket discharged during a chemistry lab session with students in the room, the school official stated. Again, yeah, they can go through training, and yeah, they can have experience and could have a lot of hours under the belt, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they can't make mistakes. The gun can be fired accidentally. It doesn't have to be intentionally, and that just, it makes it not feel, I wouldn't feel safe in the classroom with the teacher. And then, not just teachers can make mistakes. I found this actually, the Fox News released a video of this, So this is like a professional who works in the police force, and he was doing like this, not survey, but a presentation. So Page shot himself in the leg just as he displayed his firearm and telling the people gathered around of 50 youth and parents, "I'm the only one in this room professional enough that I know of to carry this Glock 40. And then the video then goes on to show that after Page shot himself, he tried to continue his presentation to the students and the parents, and then he told them, he said, "See how the accident happened?" He told the audience, "It can happen to you and you can be blown away, so guys, never play with guns." Like I said, mistakes happen. This is an officer who obviously has, who knows how to work with a gun and has training, and he himself shot himself in the foot accidentally. So I mean, this goes to show, like, even a professor can have time, and they can have accidents. And then for our last, we have a professor, again, this is actually an elementary teacher in Utah who, so Michelle Ferguson, 39, was charged in Taylorsville Justice Court with one misdemeanor count of discharge of the firearm in a prohibited area with city limits. The Class B misdemeanor charge carried a possible punishment up to 6 months. Ms. Ferguson suffered injuries to her left calf, possibly from the bullet fragments, and damaged school property. She actually damaged the toilet, and then she went on to pay the $200 fee, and she actually went to the hospital as well. So again, this just also reinforces our point that we shouldn't allow teachers to have guns, even though they have that practice. They can make mistakes, human mistakes, and they can possibly injure a student.